His name was Geralt of Rivia. He was a witcher, a professional monster slayer. An unusual contract to lift the curse that held a monarch's daughter. It was enough to spend the night with the princess, dusk till dawn. If only she were not a deadly beast, a Striga. The traitor responsible for the curse became the bait. Though gravely wounded, the Witcher lifted the curse and gained fame. The world changed with the coming of the Great War, the time of the sword and axe, the time of disdain. Geralt of Rivia disappeared, all but forgotten. But that's another story.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to my stream of Witcher stories, side quests, and unnecessary timescapes. So today we're going to move through our next chapter. Last time we were fighting with Azor Javed and the Professor. Unfortunately they escaped. Also I was told that it would be a nice idea to, use Xi on Professor and make him try to kill Azor Javed, but, well, I didn't try to do that. I actually tried to pierce them both with my sword. So this time we're going to advance in our story. I hope that it will be more interesting. Oh fuck. I don't like these graphical glitches. Wait a bit please, I believe that this is the issue of... Oh no, it's... Oh shit, this is a game issue, so... This is also what you see. I thought that it was a glitch with the graphics of my sound system, the video system, but it is not. Basics of alchemy? What are you suggesting? Why is this place so glitchy? Sorceresses and sorcerers. Hey bro, what's up? The Brotherhood of Sorcerers ceased to exist after the revolt of Athened Island, when some of the mages were accused of serving Nilfgaard and were arrested or killed. All the important sorcerers were there for a meeting due to transpire on the following day. Neutral mages also perished during the fighting. Among them was Hen Gedimideis, who remembered the beginning of human colonization. Soon after, Tisaya de Vries committed suicide. Her death marked the end of the Brotherhood and the advent of a new order. After the revolt on Thanet Island, some of the surviving sorceresses grew in prominence. Philippa Eilhart consolidated her position as at Redania's court, while the elf Francesca Findabair, Queen of the Valley of Flowers, expanded her involvement in human affairs. Tris Marigold, a younger sorceress representing Foltest's interests, also joined in shaping the new order. The book adds a glossary entry to the journal. The early days of the war with Nilfgaard saw the end of the Brotherhood of Sorcerers, an organization which grouped mages and closely controlled the practice of magic. During the Brotherhood's last assembly, a rebellion broke out on Thanet Island. Some of the mages were accused of high treason, that is, working for Nilfgaard, and were either arrested or killed. The remaining sorcerers won independence and set up smaller associations. In the wake of the rebellion, the mages retained their influence. Many of them remained royal advisors, sometimes even ruling countries from behind the scenes. Philippa Eilhart strengthened her position as Eminence Grais of Redania, whereas the elf Francesca Findabair, the Queen of Balthana, took greater interest in the affairs of humans and became ruler of elven lands in general. Tris Marigold, one of the youngest sorceresses and the representative of King Foltest, also joined in creating a new order. So that's who she was talking to through the mirror. Was that Philippa of Eilhart? Or Francesca Philippa committed suicide, right? So that was probably the Queen Dolbathana, I guess. We've got two books, one book, sorry. No, she did not. She's okay, Philippa Eilhart. So that was probably her, or the sorceress of the elves. Fildabair. Okay. So we've got some updates in our journal of quests. Posh reception. Tris is trying to convince me to go to Leovarden's reception. It's due to take place on the upper floor of the new Nera Court. I've been invited to a banquet at the new Nera Court. All the king's men, Tris gave me a better of sale conduct which allows me to stay in the trade quarter. Why did Velarad declare a state of emergency? A state of emergency has been declared in Vizima. I must keep that in mind as I move around. I don't need any more trouble. Identity. Tris can't restore my memory even using magic. The sorceress advised me not to seek the truth based on what people say about the past, because I may produce a false image of myself. Should I trust my impulses, emotions, and thoughts then? Is that the way to rebuild my identity? Perhaps speaking with people who once knew me will help me recover my memory. The source. Tris Marigold asked me to set 3 magic sensors in 3 places in Vizima: in the trade quarter near Town Hall, in the temple quarter by the entrance to the sewers, and at the cemetery. Tris claims that anomalies are causing more monsters to appear in Vizima. The sensors should help us discover the source of these anomalies. I have to place the 3 magic sensors, one near Town Hall, another near the sewer entrance, and the third in the cemetery. Now wait a second, please. I am back. Witcher's Secrets. Azor Javed, the Salamandra leader, was masquerading as the private investigator. He defeated me when we finally faced each other. But this isn't over. The Salamanders will regret that they have ever provoked the Witchers. Must destroy Salamandra, which clearly feels at home in Vizima. Must destroy Salamandra, which clearly feels at home in Vizima. Triss Marigold. Triss found me in the swamp where I lay unconscious after my clash with Azor Javed. She transported me to her house in the trade quarter and took care of me until I came around. Lying there awake, I overheard Triss gossip with her friend on the magic communicator, and I now know that other sorceresses are also interested in Salamandra. Good, good. Will they help us? She has an interesting outfit. Yeah, right. Will I receive another card? Why didn't I receive another? Triss' home. Triss lives in a corner building on a small square where a statue plinth stands, bereft of its monument. The statue itself, which bore the likeness of an elven philosopher, was recently melted down to make a new bell for the cloister of the Order of the Flaming Rose. The sorceress was decorated her home very luxuriously, if not extravagantly. There are many expensive devices here as well as magical components and equipment. Good, that will suit for our base, I guess. So if we documentarily live in here, therefore we can make it, well, not just establish our base here and meditate when we need level up or new potions. Right?
Geralt.
Yeah, we can rest
I'll
here.
see you later.
When we want to. So what time is it? 8:30. This is strange glitch. Actually, I'm surprised that... Teleport. You just found a teleport. Where do you want to go? To the Swamp Tower, to Calistine Laboratory? I'll stay here. I'll stay here. I can use my own legs. I can't draw my sword. It's kind of unusual. Let's take a look inside. Soldier's Hoosh, Citrian Faro. Just watching if she's not watching. The Rivian Pogrom, the story of the non-human pogrom in Rivia during which the famed Geralt of Rivia perished. Are we sure we want to read that? But probably we should. We should enlighten ourselves, because this is a history of famous Geralt of Rivia. So let's take it. Monstrum, or a portrayal of Witchers, an anti-Witcher pamphlet, describes how ordinary people perceive Witchers and recounts the history of Kaer Morhen's destruction. Well, we need that, but that one might take as well. Just out of greediness. Locked. Very well. Let's read some more. The Rivian Pogrom, anonymous, based on eyewitness accounts. After the war, the people of Rivia were unhappy. Poverty was the plight of many, and most believed the kings and magnates had betrayed them during the peace talks by not exacting reparations from Nilfgaard. A scapegoat was needed, and as usual, it was the changelings, non-humans and witches. A mere spark was required to send a furious crowd into the streets. Anyone who seemed different was targeted. Dwarves, elves, and those accused of using spells were all murdered. People also used the situation to settle all scores, loot and rape. Wow. I admit shamefully that few were brave enough to stand in defense of the persecuted. Among those few was the famous Geralt of Rivia, who, in seeking to protect his friends, was struck with a pitchfork and died. There would have been more victims if not for the intervention of the Triss Merigold. The sorceress sent a powerful hailstorm down on the crowd. Only that powerful spell could stop the rioting. What happened to the body of Geralt of Rivia and those who stood by his side, I do not know. Characters: Geralt. Yeah, the other Geralt, not us. A book entitled The Rivian Pogrom claims that Geralt, known also as the White Wolf, died during a massacre of non-humans. The pogrom took place in the city of Rivia just after the war with Nilfgaard. Geralt was killed by an angry mob when he tried to defend the oppressed. The sorceress, Triss Merigold, and the dwarf Zoltan Chivai witnessed his death. The Witcher's body was never found. I just hope these graphical bugs won't interfere our main story. What the fuck is that?
You! Stop!
Yes?
Your pass.
You're overdoing it with the passes.
Complain to the king.
He's returned?
No, but all new edicts bear his seal.
Farewell.
Hey, that was rude.
Damn, it's hot in this thing.
What the fuck?
You may wander about at night with a pass at your own risk. You may wander about at night with a pass at your own risk.
Wait a bit. I just need to stop that, yes. Excuse me for this little unfortunate moment. Armored guardsman.
I saw a spider-like monster tear apart a pharmacist at the merchant's gate.
What did the creature look like?
Imagine a dog eating a spider, then vomiting it out. Now enlarge the spider 100-fold. Nay, enlarge him 1,000 times. Give him my mother-in-law's face and wrath, and that's your monster.
A professional description. Thanks.
I was hacking at the beast with my sword. Unlike you, I saw no need to examine it more closely.
Thanks again.
Damn, it's hot in this thing.
Trehe, obtained from the carcasses of kikimores and giant centipedes. Monsters. Kikimore warrior. Kikimore warriors protect their queen and Kikimore workers as they dig tunnels or look for food. Immune to most effects, including blinding, resistant to knockdown, they use scent to communicate with other Kikimores. Susceptibility, sensitive to silver and insectoid oil. During combat, warriors spit acid, blinding their opponents and causing crippling pain. Alchemy, Checky, Venom Glands, and Toxin. A more abominable beast is indeed hard to find. Not quite a cockroach nor a spider, it makes ladies faint and gentlemen feel disgusted. The Kikimore warrior reeks of the swamp. For this reason, I insist that exhibit number 88 be removed from the University Assembly Hall, and anticipating the question, what should be done with it then? I answer, throw it to the compost heap, from a request submitted to the president of Oxenford University. Wait, was this some other monster? Not that one. So merry music. I like it. Trade Quarter. Within Trade Quarter is teeming with life. It is inhabited by the capital's social elite, nobles, wealthy merchants, townspeople, sorcerers, even Burgermeister Velaret himself. The cobbled streets are kept clean. The brick houses with flowers in the windows are huddled side by side on the narrow streets, testifying to the wealth of the inhabitants. After all, not everyone can afford a home in the best district, situated near the castle of Foltest himself. At the very center of the trade quarter lies a large marketplace, where merchants exhibit luxury goods from all over the world. Nearby stands an impressive town hall. Currently, due to the quarantine, only a few people with letters of safe conduct are allowed into this part of the Zima. Well, we have a save in Tree's house. I don't like this glitching.
So courtly.
Maybe we should reload the game, what do you
The
think?
neighborhood has lost charm since they let the rabble in.
They told me to watch for those with a salamander badge. They've rushed us out without thought of our pay. What? What?
What?
I often hear of bandits bearing the salamander symbol.
I love this tune. My legs just start dancing. Just
Full orchestra. Ginatia petals. The fuck? Ginatia?
Don't disturb. Don't disturb.
Disturb.
Why did they take Princess Ada's pony away from her? She would have found it difficult to digest.
I wish to move to the Temple Quarter.
Why?
I wish to move to the Temple Quarter. You're a witcher?
You have an assignment for me, milady?
Yes. I know witches are inhumanly effective, and for coin they'll undertake any task.
Not entirely true, but what's your point?
So physical and rough, unlike my husband. I enjoy men like that.
Milady, you're wrong.
Don't deny it. Perhaps you don't fancy me?
Oh no, I fancy you.
Prove yourself to me. I want a piece of some monster.
Which one? Well, that will do.
That's nasty. I was expecting a Kickamore's claw.
A Kickamore's claw?
Gemstones are dull. I was hoping for an interesting necklace.
Really?
So physical and rough, unlike my husband. I enjoy men like that.
So we've got...
I'm sorry, I need to go.
Right.
So physical and rough, unlike my husband. I enjoy men like that.
Alright. There's an easy path to her bed. I just need to kill some Kikimoras.
I'm sorry, I need to go.
Alright.
What's the difference between a sister in a religious order and the king's sister? Orders don't generally deflower their sisters. What's the difference between monsters and tax collectors? It's legal to hire a witcher to kill monsters.
Siegfried fancies my daughter.
Geralt of Rivia.
In the flesh.
You managed to avoid the quarantine and gain official support. Martial law is in effect. Wartime rules apply.
I'll do my best to comply.
You'd better. Traitors taste steel.
What was that about martial law?
King Foltest has declared martial law in Vizima.
Why is that?
The plague's in half the kingdom, and monsters roam the city streets.
And the quarantine and patrols aren't enough?
Never you mind.
I'm looking for...
I'm a high-ranking officer.
But I just wanted to.
Hey,
Are you mad? Get away before they lock you up. Are you mad? Get away
You
before they
mad?
lock you up.
fuck! God damn it! I fucked up the conversation. Probably fucked up the conversation, even though that was proper save. Fuck. Fuck. Well, I need to save more often.
You! Stop!
Yes?
Your pass.
You're overdoing it with the passes.
Complain to the king.
He's returned?
No, but all new edicts bear his seal.
Farewell.
I just checked out these graphical bugs are initiated by game, not by the temperature of my video
You
card.
may wander about at night with a pass.
We
at
only
your own
tolerate
risk.
your kind. Don't do anything stupid.
I know. Monsters on the streets!
Where? I want to kill some.
Haven't I seen you before?
The state of emergency means we're watching types like you. They told me to watch for those with a salamander badge. What?
He was talking to you, but I don't care.
What?
Haven't I seen you?
They told me to watch for the state of emergency means we're watching types.
Monsters on the streets!
Monsters on the streets!
The neighborhood has lost charm. You're a witcher?
You have an assignment for me, milady?
Yes. I know witches are inhumanly effective. And for coin, they'll undertake any task.
Not entirely true, but what's your point?
So physical and rough. Unlike my husband. I enjoy men like that.
Milady, you're wrong.
Don't tonight. Perhaps you don't fancy me?
Oh no, I fancy you.
Prove yourself to me. I want a piece of some monster. That's nasty. I was expecting a Kickamore's claw.
A Kickamore's claw?
Gemstones are dull. I was hoping for an interesting necklace.
Okay, no problem.
Interesting.
I met an officer who ordered me to show him my pass. Something fishy. Did the king order Valoret to declare the state of emergency? Though I might want to stay clear of politics, I sense that it's impossible in Vizima. I don't aim to look for trouble though. We already read that. Before our load. All the fucking shit. There's no Kikimura's claw in here. The Lodge of Sorceresses was founded after the mutiny of Tennant Island as a substitute for the Council of Sorcerers. The founders' aim was to bring the war between Nilfgaard and the Northern Kingdoms to a close while maintaining the mage's influence on the fate of the world. The organization remains active to this day. It is effectively an association of the most powerful female mages from both the northern and the southern realms. The Lodge has significant political influence, although its activities are not entirely understood by the public. The public doesn't understand anything, especially Sumerians. How did you say? 3 heads? Wait a sec. Alright, let's go.
A Witcher! If they stop me one more time at the barricade.
Advertisement. Into speed and finesse? Look no further. Try the Viruleden Mini Bastard Sword, featuring an extended hilt. The Valdian Sons will pursue bank, keeping your coin safe for the last 5 centuries.
What's the difference between a sister in a religious order and the king's sister? Orders don't generally deflower their sisters. What's the difference between monsters and tax collectors? It's legal to hire a witcher to kill monsters. Why did the druid slap the city guard? It was a natural reaction. Why did they take Princess Ada's pony away from her? She would have found it difficult to digest. Why did they take Princess Ada's pony away from her? She would have found it difficult to digest.
2 exact same jokes in a row.
What's the difference between a sister in a religious order and the king's sister? Orders don't generally deflower their sisters.
Quite the dangerous one bearing weapons on your back.
Yeah, I like it that way. You like so many blades? I got 3 of them. I can get to 4.
If another soldier bothers me, I'll demonstrate what a crested nobleman can do.
Interesting. Siegfried fancies my daughter. Siegfried fancies my daughter.
I pray I'm cleaner than non-human plague of old Vizima. I pray I'm cleaner than non-human plague of old Vizima.
You're so cute. Let's go to bed right now. Hello, boar. A door. By the way, the lady actually knows the Kikimaras have claws. Yeah. Old shelf with some strawberries, watermelons, and things.
No reason to be
No
here.
rascal greater than a butler.
None supply wood to the city. That spells war with the Dryads of Broccolin. None supply wood to the city. That
Vivaldi is
spells war with
insolvent.
the Dryads of Broccolin.
What a catastrophe! Vivaldi is insolvent. What a catastrophe!
Rhinestone. Rivian Creek.
What nonsense.
Where?
Velarat has gone grey just recently.
Velarat has gone grey just recently.
Yeah, clap.
Why are these barricades? Why are these barricades?
No reason to be here, white-haired one. If they stop me one more time at the barricade...
You're not from these parts?
That's right.
You must think you can sweep any lady off her feet.
Well...
You think I'd go to bed with you?
It crossed my mind.
You think I'd be consumed by love?
That's possible.
You're wrong. How much longer? Bandits wearing the salamander sign brought me clean last night. Bandits wearing the salamander sign brought me
Easy
clean
clap.
last night.
Let's try again with her. Maybe we can do something right here. No?
What brings you here? Never mind.
Yeah, never mind. I'll just take all the stuff you have here, and be on my way.
Who's behind this?
Pray don't track in any mud. Pray don't track in any mud. Have you heard the prices they demand? Have you heard the prices they demand?
I'll be a barman! I'll be a barman!
Vivaldi is insolvent. What a
You know what's
catastrophe.
good in your nose? The bar.
Why did they declare martial law in this district alone?
I don't know. Maybe we have some serious problem with this Velarat. Until I meet him, I consider him somewhat an enemy. Because I'm too fucking paranoid. That's what Geralt must do if he has no feeling of another person to be hostile towards it, or at least be very paranoid.
Swordsmith for such a sword. I'll ask the swordsmith for such a sword.
Which sword? I've got 3 of them.
For such a sword.
Velrad has decided to turn old Vizima into a hospice for diseased non-humans. Velrad has decided to turn old Vizima into a hospice for diseased...
What am I to do?
I don't know.
I saw soldiers freeing bandits. Why does no one believe me?
Depends on your definition of bandits. Wait a second, please. Sorry for that, I'm back.
No, I hate it here. So physical and rough, unlike my husband. I enjoy men like that.
I'm sorry. I need to go.
What's wrong with her hands?
Monsters? You need only ask the Royal Knights to destroy them.
Destroy monsters, yeah. Hello.
I saw soldiers freeing bandits. Why does
He's
no
so
one believe
courtly. I shan't speak with a vagabond. I shan't speak with a vagabond.
The fuck? I'm not some vagabond.
Geralt of Rivia.
In the flesh.
You managed to avoid the quarantine and gain official support. Martial law is in effect. Wartime rules apply.
I'll do my best to comply.
You'd better. Traitors taste steel.
What was that about martial law?
King Foltest has declared martial law in Vizima.
Why is that?
The plague's in half the kingdom, and monsters roam the city's streets.
And the quarantine and patrols aren't enough?
Never you mind.
Godspeed.
What the hell, man? You ready for an attack or what?
No loitering. Martial law is in effect. We have no time to talk.
Of course you do. We never do. It's adults.
I don't talk to strangers.
Screw them all.
Nice combination. I don't talk to strangers. Yeah, screw them all.
I'll ask the swordsman for such a sword.
Their tongue is sharp enough, you know. Tongues, man. What the fuck are you looking at? You just like the angle you're seeing?
Why these barricades? Why these barricades?
Indeed, noblesse oblige. Ruffians attacked me last night. They mentioned some lizard trying to scare me. Ruffians attacked me last night. They mentioned some lizard trying to scare me.
Advertisement: Armor, this week's special, a free pot for the purchase of a new buckler. Shooting Box Jewelers, where every ring is that special ring.
Indeed, noblesse oblige.
I'll call the guards.
Scheme afoot.
I'll call the guards.
Go on.
Siegfried spoke of you.
We
give our lives to the Order.
Turn old Vizima into a hospice for diseased non-humans.
Test them all. The eternal fire. The strength within us will heal the world. Siegfried spoke of you. Strength within us
We
will
keep
heal
things
the
shipshape. Martial law is in effect. We have no time to talk.
Yes?
Godspeed.
This is a different person. Enough of this, yeah. I agree. We need to enter every house we can.
So clever.
Yeah. Thank you for reminding me that. Ooh!
Nelly Teller's teat. What drudgery.
Disturb me and we'll all explode. Disturb me and we'll all explode.
Into what?
I'm damn proud to make weapons for our boys. I'm damn proud to make weapons.
Don't dare say a word. The catalyst worked. An explosion nearly threatened, but once again the Zeracanian masters are shoveling manure.
I had an itch in my nose there.
Take care. No jesting with the catalysts of pyrite.
But I didn't sneeze.
Still here?
When we first spoke, you mentioned Zeracanian masters.
I attempted to solve the riddle of steel using a worthless Zeracanian book. I'd gladly swap it for something else.
Like what?
Red meteorite iron ore for my experiments.
Sure, no problem.
Ah, the ore. Perhaps I can finally cause this reaction.
Good luck.
Oh, sorry, here's the book.
Thanks.
Still here?
What do you do?
I'm developing a Philosopher's Stone. I'll share with you the gold obtained from the transmutation of lead and throw in free the guarantee of eternal youth.
Seriously?
I'm from the University of Oxenfurt. They hired me to improve the composition of the steel in arms production.
Too brittle?
Too expensive. It's nearly iron and very contaminated.
Do you have alchemical ingredients for sale?
I'm a scholar, not an alchemist. I despise superstition.
Isn't alchemy a science?
Rubbish. Magic and alchemy will disappear from the world. Science alone will remain.
My friend Kalkstein considers himself an alchemist.
Kalkstein? We laugh at his pseudo-scientific mumbling. Did you peruse his metamorphoses? Hogwash, written in cloudy language meant to disguise the author's incompetence.
Fuck off.
Metamorphoses? Not bad.
Can you imagine such insanity as the concept of substance codependence?
Kalkstein writes about coexistence, not codependence. Entirely different.
The last sentence states that in the case of substances, the terms codependence and coexistence are interchangeable.
Seriously? I'll review it.
Still here?
What do you do?
I'm developing a Philosopher's Stone. I'll share with you the gold obtained from the transmutation of lead and throw in free the guarantee of eternal youth.
Seriously?
I'm from the University of Oxenfurt. They hired me to improve the composition of the steel in arms production.
Too brittle?
Too expensive. It's nearly iron and very contaminated.
Do you have alchemical ingredients for sale?
I'm a scholar, not an alchemist. I despise superstition.
Isn't alchemy a science?
Rubbish. Magic and alchemy will disappear from the world. Science alone will remain.
My friend Kalkstein considers himself an alchemist.
Kalkstein? We laugh at his pseudo-scientific mumbling. Did you peruse his metamorphoses? Hogwash, written in cloudy language meant to disguise the author's incompetence.
Metamorphoses? Not bad.
Can you imagine such insanity as the concept of substance codependence?
Kalkstein denies that all substances are codependent. His hypothesis pertains to primary substances only.
What a fool idea to divide substance in the first place.
This is a riddle, I guess. So, the first one is, I guess, is correct, because I read it and I kind of understood that. 5 grand.
Secondary substances don't appear of themselves. The distinction is justified.
I won't dwell further. Simply put, our argument turns on the essence of matter, the main argument against Kalkstein. By what miracle can the codependence of primary substances predicate the possibility of animating inanimate matter if in this so-called spiral of pseudo-life only 5 substances find place while coexistence presupposes the presence of 6? Kalkstein contradicts himself.
The second one, I guess, is correct. This is a matter of actually reading that. Funny that we're having this argument with this guy.
After transmutation, substances continue to attach and detach from the chain. There are always 6.
True. Why didn't I think of that? I wasted a year in seminar. The solution was obvious.
Have I convinced you about Kalkstein?
Not so fast. One more question, which will doubtless baffle you.
Yes?
What practical application can Kalkstein's theories have, even if legitimate?
You can impress ladies with Kalkstein's theory.
According to Kalkstein's theories, you could construct a golem.
True. I must find my copy of Metamorphosis.
Good luck.
I never suspected you harbored such intelligence. Accept these books. You'll use them best.
Thank you. Till next time.
Yes, yes, more books. Samum. Basics of alchemy. Grieving Pogrom, Monstrum. Secrets of Southern Masters. Wait a bit. What is that? What the fuck? Contains the formulae for the Zerkanian Sun and Devil's puffball bombs. Scroll contains formulae for the following bombs. Devil's Puffball. Upon detonation, the bomb poisons opponents. The Zerkanian Sun. Upon detonation, the bomb blinds opponents. Not bad. Samum contains the formula for bomb called Samum and for brown oil. Upon detonation, Samum stuns opponents. Brown oil causes opponents' wounds to bleed. Deadly. Wait, he did actually give us the Zerkanian alchemy, and we don't need it because we read it already. Brown oil accelerates bleeding. Creatures lacking a circulatory system are immune to its effect. The oil is made by mixing ingredients providing a total of 1 measure each of Revis, ether, and Kibrith, and 2 measures of vermilion. Top quality grease must be used as base. Duration of effects is long-lasting. Curse your enemy bearing the name of Corem Arctair, the lion-head spider, and dip your blade in oil. An enemy wounded with the dagger will bleed to death even from a slight wound. Devil's Puffball. Upon detonation, the bomb sprays a cloud of poison affecting nearby enemies. Those resistant to poison might not be harmed. A Devil's Puffball is made by mixing ingredients provided in 1 measure each of Revis and Hydrogenum, and 2 measures of ether. High quality black powder must be used as a base. Duration of effects varies depending on opponent's attributes. The formula for this bomb was developed by Zerkanian alchemists and migrated to the northern kingdoms thanks to travel merchants. Samum. Upon detonation, this bomb stuns any creature within range, provided they are not immune to this effect. A Samum is made by mixing ingredients providing 1 measure each of ether and vermilion, and 2 measures of Revis high-quality black powder must be used as a base. Duration of effects varies depending on opponent's attributes. The Draconian wizards have learned to harness the energy of hot desert storms and bind it into an arcane mixture. When detonated, the Samum releases this energy and stuns opponents with the ferocity of desert winds. Wait a sec. Okay. As Draconian Sun, upon detonation, this bomb releases a flash of light, blinding all nearby opponents. As the Draconian Sun is made by mixing ingredients providing 1 measure each of Cabrith, ether, vermilion, and hydrogenum, high-quality black powder must be used as a base. Duration of effects varies depending on opponent's attributes. Assassins from the sect known as the Draconian Sun use this flash bomb to cover their escape after they eliminate the target. Sentries and guards blinded by the flash are more likely to attack each other than their opponent. The sect trains its assassins to close their eyes instinctively at the moment of detonation. Witchers need not to do this, as their muted pupils automatically narrow in response to the explosion. Good.
Still here?
Bye.
Next time, don't arrive when I'm mixing explosive substances.
I'll try not to.
Still here?
Bye.
Still here?
Yeah, I'm still bothering you.
How can I help?
What is this place?
A factory. Were you raised in the woods?
Actually, I was raised in the woods.
Then behold, the newest factory in Temeria. We manufacture more arms than all sword makers combined. Yes?
You produce weapons?
We produce swords and hatchets of the best quality. Armor also.
Business goes well.
We can't keep up with orders.
Who's ordering weapons these days?
Recently, we filled a lucrative order to arm monastic shielders. Knights purchase at their own cost. Their weapons and armor aspire to art. But how can a few knights compare with hundreds of orderly shielders? Our calling is mass, fast, and solid. 1,000 Farkin spearheads for 1,000 Farkin shielders. Therein lies the future of our industry.
Relax. I get it.
Sorry. 10,000 crossbow bolts! Dog's balls! Let's not forget the Arbalester.
Who owns the factory?
The shareholders prefer anonymity.
Can I contact them?
I'll pass along a message.
Can I purchase arms?
Sorry, no individual customers.
Who are these swords for?
Confidentiality requires. Wait, industrial spy, are you?
Just curious.
I would tell you, but for the confidentiality clause.
So, a contract.
Quiet, or court spies will hear us.
The royal court imposed secrecy. Can't the royal court know about the order?
Quiet, I beg you. Certain agents I can speak with openly, while others I can't.
I get it. There are 2 factions at court, one of which ordered weapons while the other remains ignorant.
I've said too much. Don't repeat this anywhere.
Just one more thing.
I'm busy. I'm busy. I'm busy. I'm busy.
Shit. And again, the fuck what I did? Shit. Inventory full. God damn it! Let's try to re-enter.
Yes?
I hope you meet your quota.
Right.
Yes?
Who owns the factory?
The shareholders prefer anonymity.
Can I contact them?
I'll pass along a message.
Can I purchase arms?
Sorry, no individual customers.
Who are these swords for?
Confidentiality requires. Wait, industrial spy, are you?
Just curious.
I would tell you, but for the confidentiality clause.
I hope you meet your quota.
Yeah, we need to find the inn.
Oh, I'm in pain.
Where?
Velerad need only employ 3 sorcerers. Then, all the monsters and bandits would disappear.
Herbalist, blacksmith, sensor location, Trish's house. Where's the inn? Cemetery gate, New Neracourt Inn. Oh, New Neracourt Inn. Yes, we go here.
I should be
The Order of the Flaming Rose. Eternal fire is our only hope. Don our glistening armor and fight for humanity's good and salvation. Members enjoy many privileges, including tax exemption, a generous share of booty taken from terrorists and enemies of humanity, free absolution granted by high-ranking priests, extensive training.
Know your place, Witcher.
What? So I push her.
I shan't speak with a vagabond. I shan't speak with a vagabond.
I need a rest.
So why are you fucking standing right here?
Non-humans don't scheme as many claim, do they?
I see more rats roaming the streets and Alice reek of slime.
We need to go to the left. Ah, this is Watchtower. So Neracourt Inn, where is it? Damn it. We had to turn one turn earlier.
The army may close the New Neracourt.
Someone must stop all the drunkenness.
True.
A man should earn his family's keep.
I should hurry. The temple quarter still reeks of the plague.
Where the hell am I? Near Courtisan. Courtisan? Dress me out. Indoor.
Why hurry?
Yeah, good question. Let's not hurry at all.
Noble sir.
Are you propositioning me?
No, sir. I await a proposition from you.
Nothing here. Oh thank God.
I won't accept it.
Noble sir.
Are you propositioning me?
No, sir. I await a proposition from you. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed.
How much do you want? Less?
Noble sir.
Are you propositioning me?
No, sir. I await a proposition from you. I'm disappointed.
What the hell is that?
Noble sir.
Are you propositioning me?
No, sir. I await a proposition from you. Lovely gift. You impress me. Come. Pleasures await.
Wow. Is she great or what? It's amazing who you run into when you venture deep into the temple quarter's stench-filled alleys. But it is not a temple quarter, it's a trade quarter. Fuck. What is bored? Shit, I don't have any space in inventory.
Yavin has entered the city.
Impossible.
They say he's murdering those who threaten non-humans.
So watch what you say.
I'm busy. I'm busy. You're Geralt of Rivia. You're Geralt of Rivia.
Thank you. I understand that. Without your pitiful help. New Neracorp here. New Neracorp is a large, high-class inn frequented by the most important people in Vizima. One can enjoy a conversation over a goblet of good wine, play dice or throw one's strengths against the best pugilist in the capital. In the evenings, the New Neracorp hosts exclusive invitation-only receptions.
Witchers only like sorceresses.
Oh, dandelion. Hey bro. But first we need to store our goods.
Fighting or watching?
Well, the townswoman. Okay.
I feel I've heard of you. I don't recall the context, but I remember it was a bloody sword.
Yeah, right. Innkeeper.
Curses! I spilled the chef's famous white sauce on some dame's red gloves. I sense trouble.
Can I help?
How?
I can give you coin for gloves, and you can pay the woman.
Truly you are a darling man.
Ooh, sorry, I don't have any coin.
Wonderful. Thank you.
There you are.
I'll tell you a secret you cannot betray as your reward. These are wives' tears. It sobers up the biggest drunkard in an instant.
This should be useful.
But I have a secret. He will receive that. Yeah. Dropped like some garbage.
You're most welcome.
Greetings.
Can I help you?
I need to store all that. Shit. Yes. Damage dust. Increase damage inflicted by 40%. Okay. Stand still. They're white, so red, good.
Master Luvarden requests your company at 6 in the evening. Master Luvarden requests your company at 6 in the evening.
Time passes faster in good company.
Yeah, I think we didn't spoil anything, so let's save that moment. But we didn't spoil anything else.
If not for monsters and bandits, this city would be without equal. If not for monsters and bandits,
last,
this city
some
would
respite.
be without equal.
At last, some respite. Some respite. Time passes faster in good company.
That took the racer. First we need Dandelion.
Geralt, I'm glad you're here.
I'm not in the mood for music, Dandelion. We'll talk later.
Geralt, I promised to perform for all these people and I don't have my lute.
Then you have a problem.
Geralt.
What happened to your lute?
Long story. Tell you over a drink?
You want more? The fuck? I don't have any more. Damn it.
Don't be ridiculous, Geralt.
It's you who's ridiculous. You have to be that drunk for that.
You're different.
You're most welcome.
Greetings.
Can I help you?
Tell me about the meetings that occur upstairs.
The noble Luvarden of the Merchants Guild rented the first floor of my inn. I'm to supply food and drink and keep my mouth shut.
I'm invited. Tell me more.
If so, you know all you need to know. If you feel you don't honor my discretion...
Maybe some gold will untie your tongue.
I like gold, but you can't possibly pay me as much as Luvarden. Besides, I'd rather not annoy his backers.
Who's backing Luvarden?
Quiet! I've said too much already.
Hey, stand still.
Busy now. Oh, forgive me. Busy now.
Stand still. I just want to take some drinks from you. Interesting. Does Dandelion accepts the beer? Because I like the wine, but maybe beer will do?
You're most welcome.
Greetings.
Can I help you?
Lots of stout. Come on. Thank you. Good design.
Geralt, I'm glad you're here.
I'm not in the mood for music, Dandelion. We'll talk later.
Geralt, I promised to perform for all these people and I don't have my lute.
Then you have a problem.
Geralt.
What's so special about this lute?
It's the one I got from Teruviel in the Valley of Flowers. Remember?
Who's Teruviel?
The she-elf from the Blue Mountains. You did quite a number on her nose when you two first met.
Where is she now?
I heard she joined the Scoia'tael. I wonder if she's still alive.
In the Valley of Flowers?
I even wrote a ballad about that, Where the Devil Says Goodnight. I'll be singing it today.
I remember that.
Great, so you know why I want that lute back.
How did you get in the trade quarter?
Personal charm and fame open a lot of doors.
I doubt city guards appreciate poetry.
Geralt, you know so little. I approached a wealthy merchant whose daughter studied lute under me. With all the right contacts, he obtained a pass for me, thus demonstrating his appreciation for art. Sadly, we're no longer friends.
Why? Why is that?
What happened to your lute?
Long story. Tell you over a drink?
Yeah, Cadwanian Stout. Come on. Round 1. Reveal Creek, round 2. Let's mix it. Cadwanian Stout. Some more Reveal Creek. And one more Cadwanian Stout. Hey, you're tough now. So again, Reveal Creek. What the fuck? To make the putrid mixed. Let's take another Cadwanian Stout. Damn it. We're so wasted.
Ugh, forgot how tough you were.
Got up the courage to tell me about the lute?
I guess. My lute's at the home of a rich merchant. The house is on the west side of Salt Square. And I can't possibly leave. The crowd awaits.
Why wouldn't you tell me earlier?
Well, the merchant caught me giving his daughter lessons.
In what?
Relax, Geralt. Music.
All right. I'll fetch your lute.
Wonderful.
Tell me about this merchant.
All right. Truth is, he's got reasons to dislike me.
What did you do this time?
Let's say his daughter and I got to know each other without permission.
Typical.
Luckily, last time I visited, I made her pretty happy, so she hid the loot for me in a trunk on the upper floor.
All right, I'll do my best to find it.
So that's the story. And Dandelion screwed some less, and now her daddy reaches for his axe every time he sees a bard. I must be careful when I enter his house. I need to be careful when I enter that house. Apparently that's up in arms. Dandelion got into trouble and I had to help him out. Everything I heard about him was proven to be true. What the fuck are you? And drunk, it is a real honor to meet you. I spilled some drink on your armor.
A witcher? They said your kind was extinct.
Very nearly. I'm Geralt.
I'd rather not reveal my true name, my knightly vows. If you wish, you may call me Patrick de Wazy.
Of the, Flaming Rose?
Indeed, I'm a member. Perhaps you could lend me some assistance.
With what?
My sister. Will you hear her story? One day we found her unconscious in bed. Blood trickled from fang marks on her neck. We had no doubts, a vampire.
Fang marks don't necessarily mean a vampire.
These clearly did, for after a time, my sister disappeared. She must have been transformed and then escaped.
If she is a vampire, I'll have to.
Above all, I would like you to find her. Confirm our suspicions.
All right. I'll look for your sister.
You should have no trouble recognizing her. None can ignore her azure eyes. She is a slim, beautiful blonde.
I'll do what I can.
Wait a sec, please. I'm back. I spoke with the Patrick de Wazy, the knight at the Neracor, at the new Neracor. He says a vampire beat his sister and she then ran away from home to protect her family. I promised to notify him if I find the girl. Apparently she has incredible blue eyes. I promised to find the blue-eyed girl who was bitten by a vampire. I should look around town. Okay.
Yes?
Do you know one Siegfried of Danale?
Indeed.
What news of him?
He is due to be promoted. In fact, he possibly has been already. I don't know, we never speak.
Can you tell me why?
He is transformed since the swamp. I said to him, Honorable Siegfried, I congratulate you. Your honor and faith vanquished the pagan rabble. He gazed upon me strangely, saying, Honorable? Perhaps. Honor and faith? Certainly not. We were victorious, for they were hungry and poorly armed. A bit of blood, and he has forgotten all about honor. He should follow his father's example.
Where can I find him?
His father? Dead. Purportedly torn apart by a manticore.
I meant Siegfried.
He trains recruits in front of the Order's seat in the Temple Quarter.
Witchers only like sorceresses.
You're new here.
Damn, it's
You
hot.
really stand out. You're new here. You really stand out.
You can't stand up, so fuck off.
I'm in the mood to spin a tale.
I'd be glad to listen.
My throat is parched. Fetch me a drink and I'll gladly share my knowledge.
What would you like?
Milk.
Sorry, I don't have any.
Fuck, she wants milk. But we have some in our storage. I don't know if it is good, but I should certainly try. Come on.
You're most welcome.
Greetings.
Can I help you?
Where's the milk here? So Doctella, there's no milk. Dwarven spirit. Where's the milk when we need it? Have bottled water, but I don't suppose that is what she wants. Cow's milk, goat's milk. Any choice? Alright, let's try cow's milk. Sorry.
I'm in the mood to spin a tale.
I'd be glad to listen.
My throat is parched. Fetch me a drink and I'll gladly share my knowledge.
What would you like?
Milk. Exactly what I needed.
I'm listening.
The basilisk's horrifying gaze turns to stone all who venture into its underground lair. Wise treasure seekers take mirrors, yet mirrors are no protection against the lizard's deadly venom. One bite, and the victim lies dead.
Great story. Made my flesh crawl. Farewell.
That's it.
I'd like to drink in peace. I'd like to drink in peace. I'd like to drink in peace.
I'll complain about full taste. Wait until Ada is sent.
Fighting or watching?
Yeah, we need to be sober first for this kind of brawl.
My taxes support twists in City Hall. My
I'm itching
taxes
to it
support
someone.
twists
You
in
fight
City
like a
Hall.
lass. I'm itching to it someone.
Oh, some
Who
more
wants to get
fist
slapped?
fighters. Not bad.
Greetings, Whitey. Got money? Wanna fight?
You can barely stand, so come on. Let's get it all over with.
Should be an interesting fight. Ready?
Bring it on.
I'll smash your face.
That fight was so hilarious.
You're not bad. It's no shame losing to the white-haired one.
Do you want some beating as well?
Greetings, Whitey. Got money? Wanna fight?
I've got some money, but I want more.
Should be an interesting fight. Ready?
Bring it on.
Hey.
I'll smash your face.
He wants to try to get into position. While he's under attack. Drop in the shield.
I'll smash your face.
That's what I'll do.
You're not bad. It's no shame losing to the white-haired one.
Ordinary fist fighter?
Want a beating, stranger? We fight for money.
Okay.
I'll kick your ass and make money doing it.
We'll see.
I'll smash your face. No challengers.
Things were better before the war with
This is really was funny.
That's what I'll do.
No.
You win, Wanderer. Take your coin and leave me be.
Hey, Andrew. Pleased to meet you. I can't recognize your face as I'm drunk as fuck.
I was once invincible, the Great White Hope.
Huh?
Now I loiter around cesspools because of one fight.
You were a warrior?
A boxer. I had fans galore. Women, gold. And now?
What happened?
Judges disliked blows below the belt. They disqualified me.
I see.
I fought until...
Until?
I fought the lion.
Did he...
One punch. Deadly. And I realized I'd never win. I've worn a hood ever since to avoid being recognized.
After one punch?
It was a spiritual transformation. I can take you.
A wager, huh?
200 orins.
Any rules?
No weapons, no armor.
Right.
200 orins.
I'm in.
You.
No, you.
No challengers. I'm itching to hit someone.
Consume.
No.
Did you train with the lion?
I'm a witcher. I win.
Take your prize.
Magical sign in the runic stone. Let's take those.
I'll take the magical sign and the runic stone.
Here.
Thank you very much. Received a rune, treats for a runestone, and 200 orens.
Your mother sucks dwarf cock. No challengers. Stand still.
It's like cheese.
Who wants to get you fight?
Hey.
At last, some respite. You're most welcome.
Greetings.
Can I help you?
Where's my flint? I stored it? Oh, good. Let's find the blacksmith somehow. Via stairs. Not right now.
Sweet leisure.
Baron.
They're different.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay, thank you. I guess.
You're most welcome.
Greetings.
Can I help you?
Lovely inn. You must host many an illustrious guest.
True, though not many since this state of emergency.
Any other interesting customers?
You are nosy. Terrible fault. I have a terrible fault too. I'm greedy as hell. I knew we'd agree. I've got nothing against gossiping about my customers now.
I'm listening.
Ah, these suspicious types have been coming here for a while. The soldiers ignore them.
I gather they wear salamander symbols.
You know them.
Ever listen in?
They speak softly. I've heard very little.
I'm sure they've said something interesting.
I overheard them talking about a password to an underground complex. Or was it a workshop?
What was the password?
One said the word Thorn.
Thanks for the information. Bye.
Interesting info.
Fighting or watching?
It was really worth it.
I'm itching to
My taxes support twits in City Hall.
I'll complain about full test, but wait until Ada ascends to the throne.
No players here?
Witchers only like sorceresses.
I thought that here would be some players for poker. Very well. The Archesport contract, good. Graveyard contract, Cockatrice contract, the Flatter contract, the Ghoul contract, The Kimura contract, the Viral contract. Good. Good.
For some peace and quiet. Don't like you. Don't like you.
Grant me a moment.
On behalf of King Foltest, Burgomaster Velared will reward anyone who can slay 5 Graveyears. Their bones are to be delivered as proof. A Graveyear entry in the bestiary is required to complete this contract. Well, I get lots of bones. I'll slay 5 Graveyears for Velared. I should see Velared and collect my reward. Good. Good. Archespore contract. I need 3 vials of Archespore juice. Will pay Jethro Jeller. The Archespore entry in the bestiary is required to complete this contract. I should collect 3 flasks of Archespore juice for the jailer. The Cockatrice contract. I need 5 Cockatrice feathers. Will pay well. Inquire with the scribe at Town Hall in the Trade Quarter. The Cockatrice entry is in the bestiary is required to complete this contract. I need to collect 5 Cockatrice feathers for the scribe. The Flatter contract. The fangs of vampires known as flatters which stir unrest in Vizima, Burgomaster Velared has set a reward. To collect the coin, the hunter needs to produce proof in the form of the fangs of 3 flatters. Fuck. I sold everything to our friend Caxtine. I need to collect 3 fangs for 3 flatters for Velared. The glue contract. In consideration of the well-being of Zealand's Burgomaster Velared was posted a bounty for the killing of 12 ghouls. As proof, vials of their wicked blood must be brought to the guardhouse. The ghoul entries in the bestiary is required to complete this contract. And to grant the blood of 12 ghouls for Velared. I should say Velared has got to collect my reward. The Kikimora contract. The Kikimoras are evil and wretched, and therefore Velared, right honorable ruler of Vizima, has posted a reward for their death. 10 Kikimora claws will guarantee a full prize. The Kikimora entry in the bestiary is required to complete this contract. And to collect the claws of 10 Kikimoras for Velared. The Wyvern contract. The new Naracord Inn seeks a supplier of fresh wyvern meat. We need 3 steaks. Inquire with the innkeeper. I need to obtain 3 portions of wyvern meat for the innkeeper. We have some in our storage, I guess. Unless we eat it all. Ourselves.
Different.
Welcome to my humble establishment.
Greetings.
Can I help you?
Do you have a wyvern meat? You have 2 flatter fangs. So I did not sell them all. I can find this meat quickly. I don't think we have some left in our storage, but it is not a problem to obtain more. because of his tech.
Welcome to my humble establishment.
Greetings.
Can I help you?
I need rest. Got a room?
Yes, 5 orens.
I'll pass.
Just agree, fuck.
Welcome to my humble establishment.
Greetings.
Can I help you?
Thanks. Farewell.
So I actually need to collect this meat.
Don't like you.
You're it.
Down with Troy up the creek. Out of the pan into the oven. To the fire in our picture.
Your hair's like milk. How come?
You're it.
Another century. Did the guild send you?
No one sent me.
Forgive me. They chased me from the market when I refused to join the guild.
I'm only interested in what you have to offer.
Sorry for my hasty judgment. Please look.
What are you peddling?
I buy and sell arms, the best in town. I've never heard a customer complain.
We'll see about that.
Judge for yourself.
Vote on Runestone. Temporarily induced blades with magic. Increase the chance of hitting opponents and damage inflicted by 20%. Excellent leather jacket, which we have. Ceremonial sword of Deithwen. Still used to fight humans, effective against most monsters, used in Witcher combat styles. The club is clobbering time. Doesn't have anything of use for me. I was hoping for new armor, but he doesn't have it.
Care to see my wares?
Why won't you join the guild?
Someone's trying to take over the guild, and I hate rules that force me to give free arms to some and refuse business to others.
Who's taking over the guild?
Someone with powerful links. Even the richest merchants are fearful. Vast quantities of weapons are requested, which could only be for the Grand Master or the King.
Thanks for the information. Good luck.
You're welcome.
What's in here? Law and order in the trade quarter is the responsibility of the city guard, which is headquartered at the guardhouse. Burgomaster Velaret can also be found here often. He oversees all affairs connected with crime and security in the city. Okay. So, let's just pilfer it. It's pilfering time. Fork, you guardian room. Do you have anything else? Anything?
They enlisted half our guardhouse. Now with the forces in the city we have little to do. The Knights of the Order took our wine stash again. Now with the forces in the city we have little to do. We're not trained to fight monsters.
Where are those monsters?
Oh, I hear a poker. I hear dice, come on. First I'll just take these things. Chain mace. Right, with some words.
For the Flaming Rose!
Cherry Spirit Cordial. Not bad.
Where are those monstrosities from? Where are those monstrosities from?
For the Flaming Rose!
The Order has strengthened Vizima's defense. Where are those
You don't belong here. It is our moral duty to defend this city.
You're playing dice without me, what the fuck? Oh, here's Royal Huntsman.
Velred has decided to turn old Vizima into a hospice for diseased non-humans.
Greetings, Witcher.
The outskirts cramping you?
I was ordered back to Vizima. King Foltest is returning soon. In the meantime, I reward those who tend to public nuisances.
Public nuisances?
Rewards for monsters. Got anything?
What pays well?
A huge wolf has appeared in the swamp, and the locals claim wyverns steal their children.
Wyverns don't hunt humans without provocation.
Locals, nothing but trouble. They probably tried to drive the wyverns off.
Tell me more.
Ask.
Wait a bit.
Where did you learn about monsters?
A family heirloom. A book wherein all beasts are described and shown. Know what it says there?
What?
Each monster embodies a human iniquity. Devourers, gluttony, vampires, drunkenness.
What's a giant centipede embody? Farewell.
Good one, girls. Good one. Yeah, we already read that. Right, everyone, I guess this is almost it. So, anything? Alright. So, thank you for watching my stream. I hope to see you soon, very soon. And I hope that you have a good night. Happy Easter. It's already passed, so you just have a good night's sleep. And see you next time. If you like my channel, please follow it. And I hope to play again soon this game, because I think I like it. Except its glitchiness, but I'll try to overcome that. So good night and see you. Thank you for watching.